This is going to be a very long-winded and very drawn-out rant, and it's probably going to involve a ton of swearing, so warning ahead of time. But the first topic I'm going to focus on is take a knee, and then I'm going to move on to how Mexico's issues are directly related to U.S. issues, and I'll explain to you why I think that. And also I'm going to dabble in a little bit, and I'm sprinkling a little bit of that, the hypocrisy of the ex-president of Mexico. Now, with that being said, let me dive right on into this tirade. So, if you are unaware, the hashtag Take a Knee is trending on Twitter. Well, I don't know if it's trending right now, but it was when it first started originally. And it's also been all over the news as well, for reasons that still to this day befuddle me, but what the hell, I don't do the news. So, whatever. It is what it is. And before I continue on with this, I want to point out the fact that I disagreed with Trump on this. There was no need or reason for him to get involved. At the time, Puerto Rico was getting bombarded with Hurricane Maria, and a multitude of other issues inside of the borders of the United States still have to be taken care of. And I'm sorry, but a bunch of fucking idiots chasing a fucking ball around in spandex is not something I care about. It's not something most of the country actually has a deep-seated care about when it comes to politics. It's not a very political thing, or at least it used to not be until, Colin Kaepernick started it, which, quite frankly, I thought it was dumb then, and I think it's dumb now. But it's not dumb because I think people shouldn't protest. No, it's dumb because you're just proving how much of a whiny little spoiled fucking brat you are. You get to piss and moan and whine about the country that you're living in while simultaneously making millions of dollars. You know how much I wish I could go up to a stand right now and bitch and moan about how bad America is, and right afterwards turn around, walk away from the podium, and hop in a fucking Ferrari? Trust me, we, the American people, the blue-collar class, are the people that the left has lost touch with. You see, because while the left was posturing their identity politics, and you should feel bad for other people because of the hardships of their lives that they brought upon themselves. Meanwhile, hardworking people have gotten shafted on a regular basis by the Liberal Party and the Republican Party. I'm not going to avoid either side of the sin that they're fully aware of committing. But the fact of the matter is, Trump got elected because people were sick and tired of that fucking identity politics narrative. It was something that was very clear to anybody that had an open eye that was paying attention to the election outside of the only reason why you were voting for Hillary is because she had a fucking vagina, which is a dumb reason to vote for any candidate. But that's besides the point. My issue with this is simply based off the hypocrisy, because if you are unaware, there is a very popular YouTuber by the name of Trey Melvin, who is a very annoying, whiny little fucking millennial. He's part of my generation, and he's got a very punchable face. And if you're unaware, he had a back and forth on Twitter and on YouTube with another much larger YouTuber by the name of Jeff Holiday. And Jeff made very, very good points, very solid points, that the only privilege that actually holds any weight in this country is the privilege of money, is having money. Because Trey Melvin was sitting in his fucking, $2,000 a month studio apartment while fucking pissing and moaning about how fucking bad it is to be a fucking black person in this country. And then this scumbag, this useless pile of garbage, had the balls to say that a fucking homeless white person has more privilege than he does. Shut the fuck up. Put the dick back in your cock holster and stop fucking pretending like you're any more of a victim than feels. And he's going on this tirade about how he's being rushed out of a southern gas station, nigger this, nigger that. And no, I'm not afraid to say that word. I don't give a shit. It's just a fucking word. Anyway, moving on. That situation, I hate to break it to you, you fucking unbelievable cunt, but there are certain areas in New York City that I'll get kicked out of, chased out of, honky this, honky that, cracker this, cracker that, just because I'm white. You don't see me bitching about it. Why? Because I'm not a whiny little fucking cunt that likes being oppressed because it gets me off. Yeah, sure. Keep on complaining while you jerk off with your fucking $100 bill in your hand, you fucking cunt. Now, moving on from that unbelievable piece of fucking trash. The assholes that are doing this shit in the NFL are no fucking better. And that goes for the black people and the white people and the fucking managers and all this other crap. You're just grandstanding and pretending to have virtue so that you can get those sweet my feels points. Yeah, you don't fucking care. You just want to make it look. You want to appeal to the largest lowest denominator, as it's so called, for fucking ratings. And the funny part about it is you dumbasses can't even look over at Hollywood and be like, you know, maybe the identity politics thing isn't necessarily the best idea, considering Hollywood is fucking tanking for that particular reason. People don't want the dick of your race or your gender or your fucking sexual preference slapped in their face every time they have a conversation or come into contact with you in any way, shape, or form. I don't know how many times I get into arguments with SJWs and they go, well, I'm a gay person. I don't care if you're fucking gay. It has no warrant to the argument whatsoever. If I bring up gang crime in the inner cities, the fact that it's caused by blacks doesn't hold as much weight as the fact that it's happening so fucking often and something needs to be done. If these assholes in the NFL really fucking cared that much about Black Lives Matter and all this other stupid fucking horseshit, and those cunts too, those Black Lives Matter fucking activists. Here's an idea. How about you slacktivists get your fucking asses into a soup kitchen in the inner cities? How about you go down there and you help get rid of the fucking gang crime? How about that, huh? I dare you. I fucking double dog dare you. No, you'd just rather sit in your fucking gilded cages and bitch and moan about how bad you fucking have it. Jesus Christ, I wish I could do that. Being a straight white male, I even remotely mentioned the fact that I was attacked by a black person and I'm bombarded with accusations of being fucking racist. Even though that fucking word has lost all fucking meaning at this point anyway, considering now most millennials in their diatribe of fucking stupidity, whether sitting around their Starbucks with their $20 coffee bitching about capitalism, meanwhile, their ballsiness, they go, well, I think that racists are just white people, or that all white people are racist. That's fucking racist, you stupid fucking cunt! Did your mother drop you on your head as a child? You should have been fucking swallowed. Anyway, I'm getting a little upset. So, I'm going to compose myself here. I'm going to have a drink, and then I'm going to continue this tirade. And another thing that really irritates me is that these people do this shit on a regular basis, and it only seems to be those people that don't have a platform to work with, really. You know, that don't get to sit behind a desk and report daily news. They're not the ones that are sitting there and be like, wait a minute, but don't these people have millions, aren't these people multimillionaires? Isn't that the greatest form of... They could go out tomorrow and buy whatever they wanted. Their kids can go to whatever school that they choose because of that money. Am I going to hold that against them? No, because I'm not like them. I don't care about another person's wealth. I don't care about another person's identity. What is your merit? Prove to me that you are as virtuous as you are, as you seem to think you are. And taking a knee, that's not proving your virtue. That's just proving that you're a whiny fucking cunt that has nothing better to do with his time. Here's an idea. Pick up the fucking ball and play the game. Dance, monkey, dance. And no, I don't mean monkey in a racially pejorative term, you fucking racist. I mean it in a sense that they're nothing but a bunch of fucking performance artists. Shut the fuck up and do your fucking jobs. Jesus Christ. Alright, now moving on to Mexico. And I feel I've explained my theories about this to a multitude of people in just about every way, shape, or form. So I'm going to jump right into the dazzling of sprinkles that I put on top, being President Fox, the ex-president of Mexico, pissing and moaning and grandstanding about how bad Trump is. And, by the way, he posted a video telling Trump, well, we're not going to pay for the wall. Of course you fucking don't. Of course you don't want the wall there. Because the only thing that's keeping your fucking country from having a revolution and you assholes losing your fucking places of power is the wall. That is literally the only thing that is a pressure valve to release the seeds of revolution. Because, unlike most people seem to believe, revolution may be started by the wealthy, may be funded by the wealthy, but it is wholeheartedly fought on the fucking beaches, in the oceans, in bloodiest of battlefields by the working class. And if the working class has an alternative motive than actually fixing the issues inside of their own country, they're going to choose the other option. Because, fucking newsflash, revolution isn't going to be easy. It's going to be bloody. It's going to be violent. And I can understand them for not wanting to do it, but here's the thing. Eventually, you got to say enough is enough. Eventually, you got to take your fucking country back. Kick the fucking socialist swine out. Turn the fucking cartel into fucking topsoil. And burn their fucking drug farms. Every last fucking one of them. And I'm going to get into why that would actually be beneficial to not only the United States, but Mexico as well. Because then you could reestablish your country, devoid of all the influence of the cartels, devoid of all of their fucking bribes and other shit. And then the U.S. would have a strong southern country to go to in times of need. And on top of that, it's not like Mexico is a poor country because they don't have any resources. They have more resources than we do. But with the lack of a wall, devoid of that, with the lack of us actually enforcing our fucking immigration laws, all it does is say to the people, hey, you can come here. All of your problems will be solved. And instead of living in fucking poverty in Mexico, they live in poverty in the United States and burden our tax system on top of that. So yeah, President Fox, keep fucking grandstanding, you fucking cunt. Meanwhile, you're getting shilled millions upon millions of dollars of fucking drug money, probably. I can't fucking give you an exact number because I don't know, because they keep a lot of that shit private, because whenever it becomes public, somebody gets fucking killed. But that's how the cartel works. And we all know full well it's not it's not one of those deep dark secrets that the politicians down in Mexico take bribes from the cartels all the time. And Guy Fawkes, I'm thinking of you for Vendetta, excuse me. President Fox is no fucking exception. I could tell it just by the way that he acts. He acts like a typical smug cunt. He knows nobody can touch him because the cartel backs this fucking douche cunt. He looks like a villain from a James Bond movie is about the only thing I can think to say about it, and he fucking fits it perfectly as well. Why allow my country to become better when instead I can fuck up another country? And then he goes on posturing about how we should legalize marijuana and it should be done at some time. You know what? If you fucking care so much about that, and by the way, now he's coming out with that because lo and behold, he starts coming out with all this political shit, and people are like, wait a minute, aren't you the same guy that was taking bribes from the cartel? Oh, by the way, we should legalize marijuana. Yeah, nice shuck and jive, asshole. I've never seen that one fucking done before. But anyway, I think I've talked all of your ears off enough. And I feel like I've used enough pejoratives in this video. So my next response video will probably be out. I'll probably have one out Saturday. It's still not quite done. It's not as good as I'd like it. It's taking me this long to do it. I figure I might as well do it 100% right and get all the cuts right. And I'm a perfectionist, apparently. I did not know that about myself. But I will see you all Saturday. And if not then, I will see you Sunday. I don't think it'll take me any longer than that to finish it. But hey. Anyway, keep an eye out on Twitter. If anything changes, I will let you know. Anyway. Until then, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and or night. And a piece of advice. Don't be a cunt. Out.